Hello, good evening. So today we are going to Kollur Mookambika Temple. So we have started from Bengaluru in EV car. So just to show you how our EV car works when traveling from Bengaluru to another town. So here is the information. So our car charge has been charged fully, so it's showing 100%, and the range is like 274 kilometers. So let's see, and the now time is 6 o'clock 3 minutes, and let's see in the next video. I will catch up here with the next video that where we are going to charge and in the next station. Thank you. Many people still ask, is a long temple trip possible in an EV? This journey answered that question beautifully. Since this was an unplanned trip, charging strategy became very important. We had identified our first charging stop midway that gave us peace of mind. Our first charging halt was at Gulialu Purohit Hotel. This place turned out to be a blessing for EV travelers. We had a brief halt at Hiriyuru just before the Gulialu toll plaza. This stop was important because this is where we checked our real-time driving data. I am showing the car's odometer on screen now. At this point, the battery was at 36% and the estimated range left was 81 kilometers. But the distance from Bengaluru to Gulialu was around 160 kilometers. This is where EV decision making we decided to time the charging precisely, and the result, it took exactly 60 minutes for the car to reach a full charge. This 1 hour break felt perfectly balanced where we had our supper and kids also took some break, and the restrooms are well maintained over here. It's completely hygiene.
So our car is charging there, and this is entrance Purohit Hotel. Come, let's go. What's inside? These are all photos, cakes, black forest, and this is a breakfast. That's all menu. Time is morning 7:15 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Evening 4 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. So this is the entrance, and these are all go the sea company. Way to restroom. New launch. These are all new launch.
Once fully charged, we continue our journey with renewed confidence. The drive ahead felt lighter, both mentally and mechanically. Our next charging stop was planned at the Harsha, the Fern. It is in Shimoga, which has a reliable Relux charging point. This was our second charging halt on the route. Then we reached Harsha the phone late at night, and this became our second charging stop on the journey. I am showing the dashboard now. The battery was at 46% and the available range showed 109 kilometers. Instead of stretching the drive, we decided to charge here and keep the journey stress free, because hereafter we are not getting any charging points. We plugged our Tata Punch EV and Relux EV charging point at the hotel. This stop was about smart planning. Charging early gives confidence, especially when you are heading towards a long journey to Kolluru. We finally reached Kollur Mookambika Temple after completing the drive from Shimoga. By the time we arrived in Kolluru, the car battery was 50% even after covering around 140 kilometers from Shimoga to Kolluru. That stretch clearly showed how efficiently the EV performed through ghat roads and winding terrains. We stayed at Vidhatri tourist home. By then we were completely exhausted and the timings were very tight. Because of that we couldn't record real time videos at the location. And it was being a Sunday, the temple was extremely crowded. There was heavy rush everywhere and normally the waiting time was very long. However, we were fortunate. With the help of a known person, we took special entry darshan and surprisingly we didn't have to wait for too long. Despite the crowd, the darshan felt very peaceful and fulfilling. After a long electric road journey, standing in front of the deity made every kilometer worth it. This trip reminded us of one thing. Sometimes journeys tests your energy but faith gives it back. From Bengaluru to Kollur, this EV pilgrimage was not just about distance or charging. It was about reaching with gratitude, sustainability and devotion. We stayed at Vidhatri tourist home and the biggest advantage it is exactly opposite to Kollur Mookambika Temple. We booked one large room which included two bathrooms and a king size bed making it very comfortable for our family stay. The pricing was pleasant surprise for 24 hours. The room cost us only 3000 rupees which is extremely reasonable considering the location and facilities. The room felt elite and well maintained. The bathrooms were clean, tidy, hygienic, which is something that truly matters after a long journey. After an exhausting road trip, this stay gave us proper rest and peace. No long walks, no travel stress. The temple was right in front of us. If you are visiting Kollur Mookambika Temple and looking for a budget friendly, clean, and convenient stay, this place is definitely worth considering. Comfort, cleanliness, and location all perfectly aligned for a peaceful temple visit. After completing darshan and settling into our stay, we finally allowed ourselves to rest properly. The journey had been long, the night drive was tiring, and by afternoon we were completely exhausted. So we decided to take a long rest till evening, letting both our bodies and minds recover. By evening, we felt refreshed and wanted to visit another important spiritual place nearby. That's Kamalashili Brahmi Temple. Before starting, I am showing the dashboard clearly. At this point, our EV charge was 52% and the estimated range display was 158 kilometers. This was not an impulsive drive. We calculated the distance, terrain, and driving style. We decided to drive slowly, smoothly, and conservatively. This temple is not very close. It is around 90 kilometers of round trip from Kolluru, passing through interior roads, forest stretches and quiet villages. Beautiful, yes, but also remote. The drive towards Kamalashile was extremely scenic. narrow roads, greenery, silence, and a calm atmosphere. Driving an EV car felt almost surreal. No engine noise, just nature around us. The visit to Kamalashile Brahmi temple was deeply peaceful. The place has a very grounding energy, and the journey itself felt like part of the prayer. After spending some quiet time there, we started our return journey to Kolluru. This was very real EV challenge began to show. This is where the real EV challenge began to show. When we reached back, the battery level had dropped to 20%. At the moment, range anxiety became very real, not because of panic but because of reality. Kollur is a major spiritual destination, yet there are no public fasting charger stations here. Not just in Kolluru, even in just nearby radius, charging options are extremely limited. We searched carefully. Within almost 15 kilometers, there was only one available charger. This was not a fast charger, it was a slow charging option, but at the moment it felt like a lifeline. We plugged in our car and waited patiently. This was not about spending anymore. That charger was at Jyotish Residence. We did a slow charge there. We literally saved the journey. This moment clearly showed that current challenge for EV travelers, spiritual destinations still lack proper charging infrastructure. But with patience and awareness, even this was manageable. This part of trip taught us an important lesson. When we traveling by EV to remote temple locations, slow chargers and hotels become lifelines. Faith takes you to the destination, planning brings you back safely.
So guys, we check out today Monday morning 9 o'clock. Yesterday we came here. So this hotel is Vidyarthi Tourist Home. So come. So guys, we are going to Dhammastri Temple. Come. These are all 1925 the lakes. No maintenance, nothing. Come, let's go. Study.
These books I studied.
I will come back again. Ting. So guys, this temple name is Kollur Mookambika Temple. Opposite that, Goshala. So this is a entrance. Here so much queue. This god name is Sri Veerabhadra. Look her kan. Look her eyes. So guys,
It's an ox. Bull.
bull.
Mallad
Giddana. So guys, we did darshan.
We did darshan.
We did darshan. We can't control our hungry. We can't control our hungry. So we came Jyotish Residency for eat breakfast. Come, let's go. So guys, we came to eat the food for breakfast. Okay, come. They're bringing a breakfast.
What you have ordered?
I ordered one idli and
Uttapam,
uttapam and
onion uttapam,
onion uttapam and puttu
puri.
and for me dosa,
What dosa?
masala dosa.
No, I didn't order that. Husband or no?
This is stuff.
ரெண்டு மூணு நிமிஷம் விட்டு கொடுங்க வந்துட்டு ரெடி ஆச்சா ரெடி ஆச்சா
This is the puri. This is a
கொஞ்சம் நேரம் விட்டு கொடுங்க
This is a
Kal dosa. Kal dosa.
ஆனியன் உத்தப்பம் அது
Onion uttapam. Bye.
You say
Aha.
onion uttapam is very nice. After a fulfilling darshan and a much needed rest in Kolluru, it was time for us to begin our journey back to Bengaluru. This return journey followed the same charging points we used while coming, which gave us a lot more confidence. When you already know there where to charge, EV travel becomes much more relaxed. We planned our drive carefully and maintained a smooth, steady speed. The ghats, greenery, and a calm roads made the initial stretch peaceful and enjoyable. From Bengaluru to Kolluru and back, this EV journey was not just about kilometers or battery percentages. It was about patience, awareness, sustainability, and faith. If you found this real world EV travel experience useful, please like this video, share it with fellow EV travelers, and subscribe to Global Life View channel for most honest journeys, spiritual travels, and EV experiences. Thank you for traveling with us.